welcome to Super Saturday! Yay! I am super excited that you are here with us today. My name is Sister Algerita Sanders. I'm Big Sister Sunshine of the International Sunshine Band. And my husband, Elder Charleston Sanders, is Big Brother Sunshine. And you'll get to meet him in another episode. I hope you're super excited about what you're going to see today. Are you ready? Let's get started. Hi, Sunshine Band! I make you laugh, Marcus. I have a joke for you. Are you ready? Okay. What kind of key opens a banana? A monkey!
My name is Michaela and I am 12 years old.
My name's Madison and I'm 7 years old.
And we were just discussing our word of the week. Our word of the week is, drum roll please. Super! What's the definition of super?
I know, let's look in the dictionary.
Yes, the dictionary will tell us. Do you know how to use a dictionary? It's really cool.
And super.
Good one. Okay. Super. Above, over, upon. Superior in size, quality, number, or degree. What does super mean in the Bible? Like, who was even super in the Bible?
I know. How about David?
In the valley of Elah, two great armies faced each other, that of the Philistines and that of the Israelites. The Israelites were led by a king named Saul. For many years and through many battles, each side was unable to claim the victory that would end the conflict. The Philistines were idol worshippers and bowed to many gods, but the Israelites prayed only to their Lord, whom they knew was the true and living God. The Israelites wanted the Philistines out of their land so that they could worship God in their own way. One day, there was a great stirring in the Philistine camp. The Israelites watched in amazement. A giant warrior, 10 feet tall, dressed in bronze armor and carrying an enormous spear, broke from the Philistine ranks and walked towards the Israelites. "I am Goliath," he thundered across the valley. "Let one of you come and fight me if he dares. Then this war will be over and decided by a single battle." For two champions to fight, instead of thousands of men, would save many lives, the Israelites knew. But where would they find any one man who could stand up to this giant? In the Israelite army, there were 3 brothers. Their aged father, Jesse, sent their youngest brother, David, to bring them food. Young David was in camp one morning when Goliath issued his challenge. "Who is this Philistine who dares defy the army of God?" the boy David asked. "I will fight him." But the grown men of the camp, even David's brothers, scoffed at him. But David persisted until his words reached the king himself. "You are only a boy," said the king. "We cannot let a boy go against a giant." But David insisted. When I watch over my father's sheep, I rescue the lamb from any wild beast that carries them off. I know that God will give me the strength to defeat this Philistine too." At last, the king gave in. He offered David his own armor and weapons to use against Goliath. But the boy found the king's armor too large and too heavy. "I will fight with my own weapons, in my own way," he declared. He took his slingshot, a stick, and his shepherd's bag. As David approached the valley, he stopped and picked up 5 smooth stones and put them in his bag. Then he went forth to face Goliath. The giant shook with laughter when he saw David. "Is Israel too short of men? They send a boy to fight me?" Goliath mocked. Then he walked towards David, still mocking and still insulting him as he prepared to kill him. David reached into his bag. He took out one of his stones, and as Goliath got closer to David, David raised his slingshot and he threw the stone. The stone hit Goliath in the forehead, and the giant tumbled forward on the ground. David bent down quickly, and with Goliath's sword, he cut off the giant's head and brought it to King Saul. Wow, what kind of power did David have in order to kill the giant? I'll tell you what kind of power he had.
Superpower!
He had power that was given to him by God. And God allowed David to beat the giant, even though he was a little boy. David was a superhero with superpowers. Are you a superhero with superpowers? Of course you are, because Philippians 4:13 says, "I can do all things through Christ who," what? "Strengthens me." You have superpower.
Who else was super in the Bible?
There's one that's more super than anyone else, even David. Together. 3, 2, 1.
Jesus is the most wonderful person you could ever want to meet. He's so super. I tell you, isn't he super? It makes me want to shout. Do you know anybody else who could die on a cross and then rise again from the dead? Do you? I know she doesn't, I know I don't, and I know you don't either. Jesus is the only one who could do that. And guess what? He did it for you and he did it for me so that we could all be saved. And guess what? That makes us super too. We're super because Jesus lives in us. And that makes us really super. Really super. Don't forget your word of the week. And the word of the week is super!
My God is strong. He'll do anything big or small. Nothing is impossible for a super wonderful God. Every day I can know God is always there for me and my family. Every day I can know greater is the one who lives inside me. Super big, super strong, super impossible for a super wonderful God. Every day I can know God is always there for me and my family. Yeah, every day I can know greater is the one who lives inside me. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Super strong, super wonderful God. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God.
Today we have a special treat for you. You have seen this young lady at the Holy Convocation on the Sunshine Band stage, and we want you to welcome Jalayla Cooper from Louisiana East 2nd Jurisdiction. Hello, Jalayla. It's such a pleasure to have you with us today.
Hi, and thank you for having me here.
Before we get started, just tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you like to do when you're not speaking?
I'm 9 years old. I just finished the 4th grade like literally yesterday. I love to read. I like to do art. I'm homeschooled. I like to go to church, and I do ballet, and I also like to play on my tablet when I have permission.
Do you have a favorite song?
Yes, 2. Stay With Me by Jacqueline Carr and Little Girl by Mary Mary.
What's your favorite color?
Lilac, baby pink, and turquoise.
Do you have a favorite joke?
That's hard to say, but if I had one, it would be, what did Mr. and Mrs. Hamburger say when they went to church? Let us go into the house of the Lord. Get it? Lettuce?
I love it. All right, so let's talk about this tremendous and incredible gift that you have. How old were you when you first started learning poems and saying them by memory?
I was 2. The first poem that I did was Who Am I by Denise Lebrano, and my first story was The 3 Little Pigs with a Twist.
What made you start learning poetry and other writings?
My mom saw that I had an incredible memory, and that's when she started to work with me through speaking.
How long does it take you to learn and to practice these poems before you present them?
3 to 4 days. Worst case scenario, a week.
That's awesome. It doesn't take you long at all. You know, I was speaking with your mom, Jalayla, and she shared something with me that I'm sure most people don't know or would not expect. Do you mind sharing what that is?
I stutter.
Okay. So let me ask you, does stuttering at any time make you feel bad?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because God gave me the confidence and God gave me the strength.
So tell me, Jalayla, When you're speaking God's word or when you're speaking about God, how is it that you get up there in front of thousands of people and you don't stutter?
Because all of us speak differently, and I usually stutter when I am nervous or when I talk too fast.
The Sunshine Band is full of amazing and gifted children, just like you. What would you say to another super kid who might feel like they can't do something because of a disability, or they can't do something because of a problem that they may have, or for whatever reason? What would you say to that super kid?
I would say, don't listen to those voices inside you, because whoever put that in your head, they're just jealous of you. And believe in yourself, believe in God, put God first, and you will eventually get it if you keep on trying and you have patience.
Thank you, Jalela, for allowing God to use you and to gift you with his superpower to do amazing things. Jalela, as we close out, can you tell me what Philippians 4:13 says?
I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me, and so can you.
That's superpower.